here with two local Loudoun legends. We got former St. Teresian, current JMUer, former Belmont Ridger, current track star at Virginia Tech. Say what's up the fans.
Hello, I'm Olivia.
I'm Kayla. What's up, everybody?
Yep. So, like I said, me and Olivia go way back. We met at St. Teresa. It was like 2006, 2005.
Yeah, kindergarten.
And then we met freshman year of high school.
Did we really?
Freshman year.
Oh, yeah, we had Spanish class.
Yeah,
It was dumb.
we had, I think it was Spanish 1 or Spanish 2 freshman year. Kayla and I were in the same Spanish class. And that class was wild. Wild. There are some missed stuff.
It was out of control.
Yeah.
Out of control.
She had zero control, like Kayla said, over the class. I mean, that class was wild.
Do you remember when she cried and left?
Yeah, and remember we had that one girl, what's her name, Amanda, in the class? I don't know what her name is.
No, that was Miss Corinda Carr. Did we all have Miss Corinda Carr?
We had biology.
Should we jump into that when we talk about Stonebridge?
Yeah.
All right. But, nevertheless, all three of us go way back, great friends, and we're going to continue to be great friends in the future. So let's just jump right into the main, or one of the first questions, which is, what is one new hobby that you've acquired since quarantine began? We'll start with Olivia. One new hobby.
That's a hard question. I don't know if I've gotten a new hobby. Maybe I've strengthened my studying hobby. It's all I do now that I have nothing else to do.
Okay.
It's like I'm spending my whole entire day just studying.
Do you usually do your schoolwork like when you wake up in the morning, or are you someone that you like to get your other activities out of the way and then
I
you get
usually
through?
do schoolwork first.
So you like to get it done?
Yeah.
Respect.
Get it out of the way,
Get it out of the day, yeah. You get to enjoy the rest of your day with no worries.
Oh, I'm the opposite.
You
I
like
think
to push it
school
off?
is becoming like
it's hard.
something like it's like I feel like I've been so lazy this break. I literally focus more. I have to work out. If I'm gonna do schoolwork, I have to work out first.
Yeah.
There's no way I'm being productive right out there right in the morning. Like, there's no way.
See, it's a lot different. Like when I'm at school, I like to actually wake up and get my schoolwork done right in the morning. But like you said, like I'm more on your side. Like now that we're back home and like everything's online, like schoolwork wise, I just like to wake up, work out, and then I usually start my schoolwork around like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I definitely do my homework later. Like I can't do it the first thing I wake up in the morning. I have to watch a show, watch YouTube, something, and then I'll get my homework done later.
Yeah.
True. Any new shows you've started? Any new shows?
I watch all the basic ones. I'm kind of like I did like all the Netflix, like Too Hot to Handle, like the Outer Banks one, but nothing like extreme, like really good.
You more of a movie gal or a show gal?
I'm definitely a show gal. I like binge watching.
Binge watching?
I like binge watching, but I do watch movies, but I watch all like the same movies though.
Yeah.
Like rom-coms, like around there.
True. I've like never been able to like binge watch a show. Like normally when I start it, like I can only watch like 2 or 3 episodes in a night or like in a row before I just get bored out of my mind. I'm like,
so
I love it. Like I might love this show and like everything that it's about, but I'm just like, like I have to be excited to watch it again.
It takes a lot in me to just sit down and like watch something all the way through without my attention like skipping to something else.
No, see, my attention is always bouncing around. I got like the attention span of like a rock.
Same.
So so new hobbies. I mean, Kayla's been watching a lot of shows. Olivia's been grinding on the schoolwork. Gotta love to hear both of them. What is one trip? Another question. What is one trip/vacation that you guys are excited to take when normalcy returns? When quarantine ends, hopefully in a couple months.
I'm excited. I don't know if it's a vacation, but at this point, I think anything would seem like a vacation compared to being in my house, you know?
Yeah, I actually fully agree
But
with
being
that.
at school and just like being around people again, like I haven't had social interaction in days.
No.
I don't know if I'll be able to talk
this
in
is
thing.
the tea. I haven't seen Olivia since New Year's Eve. Like
wait, from today?
Yes, this is the first time I've seen
like a
Olivia's
reunion.
face since New Year's Eve. I was like, I almost forgot what she looked like. Like it was crazy.
Sheesh.
No, literally, she has
That's
to
a
come out
long
of
time.
We met all over again when I picked her up. I was like, hey.
Yeah, you got that awkward like moment of
Yeah.
silence real quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
That's classic. I did not know that.
Yeah, for vacation, I think like it would definitely be like the beach. I need sun. Like
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I haven't been anywhere hot. I need to just like leave.
This Nova weather's been tripping lately.
Yeah, I was thinking it's gonna be May this weekend and it's still this cold outside. Like that's unseasonable, I'd say.
Unseasonable. I think that's a great word.
That is
But like,
unseasonable.
is it just me or has it been raining the last like 7 months?
No, it has.
Yeah.
It literally has just been nonstop wet
It's
everywhere.
depressing.
It's kind of crushing some of these bike rides. All my bike
Oh,
rides, I
yeah.
get like mud
On
and
the
everything all
WMD.
over me.
Dude, what is the
Yeah.
saying you say when you go on bike rides before you start it?
Before I started,
It has something to do with. I remember we were at Tech and you like said something. It has something to do with who's the really good biker?
Lance Armstrong?
Yes.
Oh, like what I always say to like people that like I joke around with is I'm like, tell Lance I'm coming. Like I'm gonna break his all-time miles biked.
You
record.
like said
that's
some
like a-
reference like that, and I was like, I have no clue what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like I had no clue.
Now, like,
You were like, you don't know?
I've been trying hard and trying to get after it every day, but so I had a goal of, or I still have the goal of, from April 1st to August 1st, biking 1,000 miles. And I did the math; it would be 8 miles a day if I never took a rest day between that time.
Wow.
And I've done 180 so far, but that's still not like. I have to do like 9.5 miles a day. Like it's not putting me on pace.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. It's gonna be
That's
hard.
tricky.
But hopefully I can get it done. Hopefully I can just push myself and get it done. So, yeah. I would say my trip that I'm looking forward to is definitely, like you said, the beach. I'm just trying to go to the beach. I mean,
Same.
I've been fortunate enough. I went to the beach like 3 times, 3 separate times the last like 2 summers. So hopefully I can keep that routine going, that tradition. But
Did either of you guys go to spring break? Have a spring break? Like go somewhere for spring break?
I stayed
this year?
home.
Yeah.
No, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah. I was supposed to, I had track, so I was supposed to go off, but like a lot of my friends went to the beach. So I think a lot of people went to the beach already, like got that vacation out of their way right
Yeah, and
before
I'm still itching
quarantine.
for it.
But like I'm still like, yeah, I need to get out.
Well, kids were going wild in Florida. I remember I saw it on the news a couple times because my old man is always ripping the news. He was watching, and it was talking about like spring break and like high schoolers and college or college kids like partying in Florida. It was like they were recommending that everyone is quarantined like in their house, doesn't go outside, and then they cut to like a live shot of the beach, and it's just like 150 kids just like fist bumping, going nuts. So I mean, I don't know. I just hope everything calms down soon, so like you said, we can go outside because I do feel like it's just been really weird. It's gonna be weird when we all like party again. It's gonna be like I'm gonna like forget how to do it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's what
gonna
I'm
forget
saying.
how
I'm
Forget
gonna
how to
socialize.
I'm gonna like forget how to like socialize with people.
That's good.
But yeah, that's a quick life update. Now let's jump into some college questions. If you guys didn't know, Olivia is an ASA, top tier sorority at JMU. No big deal. First off, we had Jimmy a couple weeks ago, top tier fraternity. No big deal. We got high quality, high caliber guests over here on the Michael Marr Show. Yeah. Olivia joined ASA. Was it your first semester at JMU?
Yeah, first semester freshman.
First semester JMU. One of my questions is, what was was joining ASA an easy decision?
Yeah, I think so. The recruitment process is just weird overall. Like, I mean, you guys have seen like the videos that they post on Twitter of like girls and sorority recruitment. It's weird, but yeah, I definitely made the right choice. I have like some great friends in it, so.
So do you just like go from each sorority house like for like 30 minutes and you try to socialize
Yeah.
with all of them?
It's these like long rounds. You're in a crowded basement, sweaty. You're like yelling, trying to talk to someone. But then like as it progresses, it gets more and more like
in depth.
Yeah, one-on-one ish.
True. What about actually? You're not in a sorority.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We'll jump to you after this because we got a try question for you. Another question that I have. I'm sorry. Another question that I have for Olivia is, what is a standout memory that you've made since joining ASA?
I feel like for all my answers so far, I've made them not answer the question. I don't know if I have a specific memory, but definitely like overall like the weekends that you spend with like all your friends.
Yeah.
So fun.
And
No.
I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
go
off.
ahead.
But ASA at JMU seems like a good balance of like Nova kids and then kids like
Yeah.
aren't from Nova. So it's like
Yeah.
you get to like you're in a like in your sorority is a bunch of kids like you went to high school with, you've known for a couple years, but like prior to JMU. But at the same time, you have like the chance to meet new people
Yeah.
while having your support system
Yeah.
that you've already known. So I feel like it's pretty similar to a lot of like Delta Chi at Radford.
Yeah.
It's like 80%.
I have a lot of friends in New York, Pennsylvania, you know.
True. Any shout outs you want to give to anyone real quick?
Shout out Liz.
Shout out Liz.
Kayla just says.
Shout out Liz. Wait, is Liz the girl that you sent the video of me from like remember you took a video of me
Yes,
at Costco's?
yes.
I
You're
made-
like, how are you, Liz?
Oh, that's
I know
Sam.
it,
You're
at
thinking my friend
Kohl's.
Sam. At
No,
Kohl's,
at
I made you
I've done it twice.
FaceTime Liz.
Yeah.
I have a picture of you FaceTiming Liz. She's like, who's this random number FaceTiming? I was like, I don't know.
You just gotta answer. You
I'm
just
like,
gotta
"Please
answer."
So you also have the video, Michael. You're like, hey Liz, hope you're having a great break, great
Yeah.
winter break.
Yeah.
Hope you had a great Thanksgiving.
I came across that video like a week ago and I meant to send it to you and be like, oh my gosh, like I barely
It's a
remember that.
classic. It's a classic.
But
That's funny.
yeah, shout out ASA. I definitely gotta come visit JMU at some
I
point.
would love for you to visit.
I
It'd be
need
fun.
to. I went to JMU
Halloween?
Yeah, Halloween weekend my senior year, and we stayed with like Jesse Dwyer and someone else. But I mean, I don't know. It wasn't really
Great
a
times.
super eventful time. Yeah, it was actually pretty quick. We were only there for like 36 hours, quick in and out. One thing that I gotta say though, great food at JMU.
Great food.
Phenomenal,
Great food.
phenomenal
I heard
food.
Corrado talking about that.
Better
When
than
you were
Tech?
asking him. I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure you guys are ranked above us, but Corrado was talking about those good food spots. I agree with him.
You agree with him? What was
Festival,
that? Festival, yeah. I was
yeah.
gonna say, I just
Great
enjoy the
name.
name Festival.
Yeah.
I would
they're
get pumped if I was like, boys, you trying to go eat food at Festival? Everyone would be like juiced
It's
about
so
that.
nice.
Super nice. Yeah, shout out JMU, great school. Shout out my mom. She went to JMU. She was in a sorority. I can't think of what it was, but
Shout out to your mom.
shout out my moms. All right, now let's jump into a couple college questions for Kayla. Like I said in the beginning of the podcast, she's a D1 athlete at Virginia Tech. No big deal. Big guess over here. One question that I have is, what was the transition from high school track at Stonebridge to track at Virginia Tech like? Like, was it like the practices?
Oh yeah,
how is it different?
It's definitely like majorly different on like the structure of everything. It's like at Stonebridge, like you guys probably know, like it's like not like track's not a big sport at Stonebridge at all.
Yeah.
And it's not really a big sport in Loudoun County in general. Like I didn't even know about track was a thing until like I really entered high school. So like it's definitely not as taken as seriously. It's not as serious. So it's just like the structure of everything and like how I practiced like in high school was more of like laid back, like, and like it was just like on my time. Like I was like, I could just stay after, do everything. A lot of it I kind of like taught myself because we didn't really have a sprint coach at Stonebridge, and I think I was like one of the only sprinters at first. But I know it's a pretty legendary squad. We like actually came out legendary. Like
You guys
shout out
did.
5 of us. Like
Courtney?
got second at states, and only 5 of us were there.
Yeah,
So
I
it
mean,
was
wasn't
kinda crazy.
the like Courtney and Aaron ran, and now they both run track at
Yeah.
somewhere.
So so it was like me, like my last year there was me, Aaron Higgins, who runs track at Navy, Zoe Rice, who runs track at UVA, Natalie,
Sheesh.
who runs track in Nebraska, and I think Susie was the other person, and she actually just committed to like some Ohio State. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
Susie.
So like we had
Go ahead, Susie.
we
Go
had
ahead.
a legendary squad right there, and
Really
we
is.
just like we popped off, and we got second with like 5 of us, and the team that beat us, they had like at least 30 girls, like.
Wow.
So, like, we all maxed out in events, and we almost came with a dub, but we fell short a little bit, but it was kind of legendary.
So what is like? Quickly describe a normal day or like a normal practice for you at Tech. Like, what do you do? Like, do you go there? You warm up? Do you warm up with like a mile run? Or
All
how do you
right,
warm
so
up?
my schedule's, like, pretty packed, actually, but, like, that's how I, like, work, like, my best. So, like, I have to wake up early, so we have to get all of our classes done by, I think our coach says, like, we all have to be done with class by 3 o'clock. So we have to set all of our classes to be, like, from 9 to like 2, because I like to have like some time in between practice and like school. So I like wake up at like 9, I go to class, I go to all my classes, come back home, change, go to practice. We practice for like 2 hours, just like running and stuff, just like straight running, and then after we'll go to weightlifting. It takes like about an hour, and then like we have just like recovery stuff. Like we have this place called Oasis. You just get like snacks and stuff, like fuel up, and then.
Do you take advantage of a lot of those things, like the recovery things?
Oh
and the
yeah,
food?
definitely. So then we also have after practice we usually do like we go to the trainers, get rub outs, like massages, like we just ice anything.
Have you ever
like
done
just
those? What are those things where they put the cups on you?
Yeah,
And you, like,
cupping. Yeah,
cupping?
we do
You done
cupping.
those?
Yeah, I've done that.
I've
done
always
that
wanted
a
to try
lot.
that.
Yeah, it's good. I like it a lot. It actually works. I pretty much try everything. We just try to do like recovery, but it's like a long process. Like I'm basically doing track for most of my day. Probably like equal as amount of time I'm in the classroom, and then after tutoring, study hall.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you have mandatory study hours?
I did freshman year. Everyone does like first semester freshman year, and then like if you get a certain GPA, like you can get out of it. So like I got out
Tough
of it.
flex.
Yeah, and then I got out of it. So then, but I still go because
Nice.
it just forces me to do my work, you know.
Yeah.
So I don't go home and just like watch Netflix.
Respect. And another question that I have for you is, what other sport at Virginia Tech have you bonded with the most?
Ooh.
Have you made the most friends in?
This is hard because like everyone sticks to their sport low key, but then everyone also like kind of like all like hangs out together. Like everybody kind of knows each other. It's kind of a small circle. I feel like I would have to go with like maybe basketball. Shout out women's basketball.
Tough.
Oh.
Yeah, women's basketball. I have some friends on the women's basketball team. Maybe volleyball. I feel like I have equally the same amount every single team.
Do you go
Like,
to
I
a
don't
lot of
know.
the... Sorry, I didn't mean
No,
to interrupt you.
keep going.
Do you go to a lot of the sporting events? Like, not just football. I mean, of course, everyone goes to the football games.
Yeah. Now that I have a lot of, at first, like freshman year, I probably just mostly stuck to like basketball and football. But I think now that I have more friends on like all the teams, like I'm more like willing to go to like every game of like every sport. So I try.
Awesome. All right, should we jump into the story central real quick?
Sure.
All right.
Stonebridge.
Shout out Stonebridge, class of 2018. All 3 of us, class of 2018.
Legendary class.
Legendary class.
We had some great times.
Yeah, and we actually had, I mean, not trying to throw shade at the seniors now, but we actually had a, you know what I'm saying, like project graduation. Like that was a fun
Oh, yeah.
time. Project graduation was a fun time.
Straight to beach
Did you
week
win
after.
anything?
Beach week after that, what?
Did you win anything at Project Grad?
Yeah,
Like,
I want a TV.
Oh,
I actually have
what?
a TV in my room.
That's a flex.
That's
Yeah.
a flex.
A lot of my friends won. Like I remember, I think Damon won Beats. I want to say like Eric and I got a TV. Kyle got something. Like, cause they had a whole bunch of stuff.
They
They had
did. I
Arsenal
didn't try.
prizes.
I didn't really try.
No, see, I was going.
Yeah,
I was
think a lot
max
of people-
effort.
people were-
110%.
People were going
I was putting
hard.
in.
People were going so.
Yeah, I
people
was like
were
trying to
dripping
stress out too
sweat.
much. Like,
It
I
was
like,
stressing me out a little bit. Yeah.
I was like, this night's supposed to be all fun and relaxing. Like, everyone's playing games now. These people are going hard in like the bouncy house, and I'm like, come on. Like now, I feel like I have to go hard. And
Yeah,
I don't
great
know.
night though. Honestly, phenomenal
fun.
night. I had a great time at Stonebridge. Stonebridge was awesome. But let's just jump into a story. Story number 1. Who wants to take it away? Who wants to disperse a story across their
wait,
ears?
so I feel like we should first talk about the Barstool stuff that's going on
Okay.
recently. Yeah.
Yeah, Barstool stuff. Okay, so I'll you want me to describe it, or you want
Go
to
ahead,
describe
you
it?
go ahead.
Okay, so if you guys didn't know, Olivia has slightly become quite famous. She posted a short little message on the Penn State 2024 class Facebook page, and got a nice reception. It picked up steam. It picked up big
Very.
steam.
A little backstory is that I guess since high school, like me, Juliana, Emily, like some of us, we just like post on random Facebook pages, like, oh, I'm looking for a roommate. And we put all these weird qualities, like just as a joke, like to make each
You
other
guys
laugh.
just trolling them.
Yeah, just a little troll.
Little
But
troll.
this
Like
one,
troll.
I was talking to Emily. I was like, dude, maybe we should like up the ante a little bit, like a school with more people. So Penn State, we thought of, has around like
We are.
We are.
We
Has
are.
around 8,000 people in the group, and I like just post something, not thinking it was gonna pop off, just wanted to make my friends laugh, you know.
Uh-huh.
And then like next thing you know, my friends are tagging me. It's on 5th year. I was like, oh gosh.
Sheesh.
And then it gets
Couple
on
million.
like Barstool wrote an article about it or something. It was a whole thing.
It was
Yeah.
a whole
I
thing.
did not expect that to happen.
There's at least probably 10 TikToks made about it too
Yeah.
that kind of blew up too.
Wait, people made TikToks
Yeah.
about you?
Yeah,
It's, like, all
'Cause, like
over.
it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome though. I mean, like you said, you're just trolling them.
Yeah.
Like everyone's taking it serious.
Yeah,
I mean, because
that's
I
the
didn't read
thing.
any of the comments, but I'm sure people are taking that to
Oh
heart.
yeah,
And
everyone
they're
thought
like
it was real.
offended at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, you did a good job selling it. So I mean, that's hilarious.
Thank you.
Real funny. And you DM'd the. You want me to say that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just another. I guess I'm just always like pulling these little pranks. Like
Always, a big prankster.
Big prankster.
Huge prankster.
Huge prankster right here.
just like to make one of my other friends laugh. He was like, "Oh, we just got this Ravens like in the draft. We got Patrick Queen." I was like, "I don't know who that is. Look him up on Instagram."
Yeah, he played football at LSU. He won
Yeah,
a championship, so he's a pretty big
It's
deal.
a pretty big deal. I mean, clearly I don't know too much about it, but I like looked at him. I was like, "Oh, it's funny." Like to make him laugh, I messaged Patrick Queen. I was just like, "Hi." And I sent my friend like. He's like, haha, funny, whatever. Next morning, like, I didn't think much of it. And then I'm like, it says, like, Patrick Queen requests to follow you. I was like, oh, gosh,
Jeez.
what have I done now?
Did you accept him?
Yeah, I did. I
Nice.
followed him back.
Followed him back. Okay, follow for follow. Love to see it. Yeah, that's legendary. Honestly, I keep it up. Keep up the
Thank you, I'll
savagery.
try.
Keep up the trolling.
It honestly started in high school. Like, me and Kayla would just, like,
It's not even me. It was mostly Olivia.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
it.
would just
Trying to
I
put
would
blame on
just
everyone.
no, and she would just get me in on them. So then it would just be even funny because when you're in on the prank, it's a lot better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was so many times where we just she would just be doing
Should we start with the Jordan
okay,
poem?
Let's tell it.
Yeah, so
This is
I'll,
funny.
I'll just keep it short. I don't know. Okay, so one of our friends, senior year of high school, has this big project at the end of the year. I think it had, a few separate parts, but, a big chunk of her final grade in senior year English, you have to pass that class to graduate, was that she had to write a poem. So she texts us, she's like, does anyone, she's like, does anyone, have a poem, you guys, I'm really not trying to do this project, all this stuff. And so me being me, I was like, yeah, I do. So I send her over this document, I was like, please don't show anyone this, it's so personal to me, even if any of your friends ask, don't tell them that I wrote it, I just don't even, want people to know, this is so deep, whatever. And I forget about it. She was like, yeah, I might or I might not use it. She's like, Olivia, I didn't know, you were so, deep and introspective, all this stuff.
Because it was a stellar poem, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
it was amazing.
So, anyways, I forgot about it. I was like, maybe she just won't even use it. A couple days go by.
No, you set it up where it was you wrote your name,
Yeah.
everything. You had it all set
Yeah,
up, so you have
I'll
to
get
change
there.
all of that and everything.
So, whatever, a few days go by, she texts us, she's like, Olivia, just presented the poem, the class loved it, everyone was snapping afterwards.
Snapping.
And I remember she's like, my teacher kind of gave me, a weird look. I'm like, oh, I was like, well, I think, now's a good time to tell you, I had forgot about it. I was like, dude, like, those were big time Rush lyrics that I typed up onto a Word document. I put like an MLA heading on it.
MLA format.
Shout out Big Time Rush.
Shout out Big
Big
Time
Time
Great
Rush.
show.
Boy band
Great
from
show.
Nickelodeon.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
So
it.
excited.
A boy band from Nickelodeon. She's like, are you serious? Like, no wonder my teacher was giving me that look. She's like, what if I fail because of this? I'm like, oh god. I'm like, well, it taught her a good lesson. Thankfully for her,
Good lesson.
Thankfully for her, Turnitin.com was down that day, so it couldn't check if she like plagiarized anything. So she really got lucky and got the hook with it.
You know what grade she got?
I think she
She
got like
got
100
an
on
A,
it or
yeah.
something.
She got an A, but it was
My Big Time Rush lyrics.
Big Time Rush. Honestly, that was a great show. Let's give a quick top 3. I mean, it's so hard to say, but top 3 Nickelodeon shows all time. Difficult. I'll start it off.
iCarly. Has to be up
I'm gonna say
Really?
iCarly, Zoe 101, Drake and Josh.
I was gonna say those two.
Those 3, yeah. I think you're
Easily.
right.
But
Easy.
you can't put it in order because
What are the other ones?
you're disrespecting.
I can't.
Victorious?
That was like
Victorious.
right after the
Victorious,
fact.
yeah.
Sam and Cat. But that was.
No, boo. You're a big
That
Sam and
wasn't
Cat
even
fan?
up-
No, I wasn't. I didn't say
Okay,
big.
just-
If I was a big
just-
fan, I would have added it. You know, OG3. But then, I mean, once you bring in Disney, that's where you run into trouble because that's where you
Yeah.
got like Sweet Life on Deck,
Ooh,
Wizards
There's
of
way
Waverly
too many.
Place.
Yeah, there's way too many.
There's
It sounds
too
like-
many to list
Hannah
those, I'd
Montana.
say.
Yeah, I can't disrespect any show by putting it in a certain order. I have
I
to
agree.
just, I have to
I
just
agree.
say like those are the top 5. You make
Yeah.
the order. Do you have any other stories? I know we probably have a few that you guys want to
Me
touch
and
upon.
Kayla pulled a quick one. You can just
Oh,
say sorry,
this is-
Sam.
Yeah. So
Shout out Sam
shout out
Lawson.
to Sam Lawson. I called him. I
Love you, Sam.
FaceTimed him. He didn't answer. But
It's okay.
this was pretty good. Me and Olivia, we were into these YouTube people, like just random people on YouTube. And this one guy like pulled this prank on this girl like in like David Dobrik's squad. You know that, the Vlog Squad.
Vlog Squad,
So yeah, he like randomly like uploaded this video, and he was just like started like all this internet drama with this girl, and was like basically like, oh, like she did something really bad to me, like whatever, and everybody like in the comments were like, oh my god, what happened, whatever. And me and Olivia just found it so funny, like we thought.
Because obviously she didn't do anything. He didn't know the girl, but he was just like, just trying to start something up, and we got a kick out of that. So
We thought it
Big
was so
kick.
funny. So then one day, like, Olivia's like, we should do that to somebody. And we were, like, struggling, like, who should we do it to, though? Like who could I possibly do that to? And I think we, like, came about, like, one day we were, like, we went to, like, Quench or something.
yeah,
We went to Quench.
What's
and we,
Quench?
that acai bowl place in Sterling. Or they have like smoothies, you know, like it's kind of
Yeah.
like a upscale Robex, I'd say.
Sheesh. Okay.
You
Might have
know,
to give that
been
the
there?
college
Trendy
try.
hipster spot.
Yeah. Once this quarantine ends, I might have to take my bike over there.
Oh yeah.
I might have
Oh,
to
yeah.
bike there. Shout out. Bikes.
Yeah. So
Shut
Olivia,
up,
being the
Bryce.
enabler she is, was like, "Hey, Kayla, you should do it." And I was like, okay." So we were like, "Dude, the perfect person to do it to is Sam," because we messed with Sam all through math class.
He's a great guy to mess with because he doesn't
Best
take it to
person
heart.
mess with- That's what
He
I'm saying.
doesn't take it to heart. Like he just.
he'll be the first person because like
He's a
we
good
can
guy.
do it and we'll get a reaction out of him, but like he won't like take it like to heart.
Yeah.
He knows how to take
It was
it.
all in good fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. It
Me
was-
and Michael would mess with him in study hall stuff.
And Kyle.
Yeah,
Kyle
and
was a
Kyle
part of the
was
class too. Yeah. Who was our teacher in that class?
She was that new lady, Miss P. Remember she told you like one time she said something like, what? Maybe it wasn't Miss P. I don't know what her name was, but I remember her being like, Michael, like you need therapy.
Sheesh.
Like she
Honestly,
just
like
coming in
some
there.
She
teachers.
would come in and attack.
You
Some
were
teachers-
you were a different person freshman year.
Oh yeah.
Michael
yeah, yeah.
was a different person freshman
little
year.
bit, a
You
little
just
bit.
heard a
That's
lot.
what shouldn't
Yeah,
actually
I mean, but
be
like
that,
all throughout my life, my educational life, teachers have just religiously taken shots at me. Like I've just always been the butt of the jokes, or like I don't know. I guess I'm just an easy guy to pick on. Like Sam, I don't take things to heart, so
Yeah, yeah.
I can just brush it off easily. But you want to continue with the story?
Oh yeah, so basically we were in the Quench parking lot, and she was like, all right, let's just film it. Like, so we were watching the other guy on YouTube, and we're trying to like mimic it, and like we're trying to remember, but it just came out so choppy because we kept stopping it, and then like and then I would like speak again, and then we kept going again, and just kept being so choppy. So Olivia's like, you just have to like go off dome, like you just have to just do it, like just
Yeah.
say
Just
all of it
send
at
it, yeah.
once. So I like set up my camera, and I'm like in my car, and I'm just like, oh, I decided to do it on my Finsta or whatever. So I'm like, I know you guys. How did I set it off?
It was pretty much like, so someone that I thought was my friend, like, I know I'm like not really into like internet drama, but someone that I thought was my friend did something that really hurt me, and I'm not really gonna try and like beat around the bush, but pretty much his name is Sam Lawson.
Oh.
And I think Kayla like goes like, Sam, like I don't really want to text her, and I don't want you to like call me and apologize. I want you to publicly apologize to me.
Oh my lord.
I was like, you have 24 hours. Like, I was just like,
Put it on blast, yeah.
I'm just trying to come up with things, just looking at my camera, and I see Olivia like on the side of my eye, and she's like,
Like trying
Trying
to
not to
trying
die, yeah.
so hard not to laugh, and I'm like, just keep it together. I'm trying so hard to keep it together. Like my mouth is like slightly curled, and I'm trying so hard just to like stay in character and like get this through. And basically, I was just like, yeah, like he didn't even follow me too. So like that was the best. That was the best part. So like,
it ends with like Kayla being like I know he doesn't follow me in here, but like his friends do. Whatever, public apology, and then she goes, "Say sorry, Sam." Then the video cuts, and like I guess some people saw it. Most people knowing me and Kayla, I think, knew that it was a joke, so like they didn't like think anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
But then like some of his closer friends like are texting us and they're like, "Dude, what did Sam do? What did Sam do?" And we're like, like he knows what he did, like all this stuff.
You guys are just like so good at like convincing people that like things are true.
I just like getting a reaction out of people. Like I think like that's so funny to me.
No, it is.
so many. I think our phones were blowing up for a good like 2 hours. Like everyone was like, "Wait, what happened? Like what's going on?"
So
like,
interesting.
But then that was the trend. It was just like, "Say sorry, Sam." We kept it
Hashtag
going.
say sorry.
we
Sam.
I guess
just
the
kept
rest
it
is senior
going,
year.
and it was just like funny, and like he laughed with it, and it was cool. But
Yeah.
it was fun.
All in good fun.
A lot of
All
people
good
know
fun.
about it.
Yeah.
It was good.
All right, should we? You guys got any other stories that we should touch up on, or should we jump into the
Not that I can think of.
quick little sports update? I want to shout out Aaron Crawford. He graduated Stonebridge in 2015. He went to UNC. Now he's an alumni there, got his education, but now he's signed with the Baltimore Ravens.
That's
So
lit. That's
local
lit.
legend. I mean,
Local legend.
that's got to be great for his family that they don't have to like now fly to their games.
Yeah.
Or,
So
you know what I
now
mean?
we have like Jonathan Allen.
So we got John Allen on the Redskins. We
Uh-huh.
got Trace McSorley who went to Breyer on the
Yeah.
Ravens, and now we have Aaron Crawford on the Ravens as well.
Big trust.
Yeah, and we had Alex Carter who went to Briarwoods. He was on his last team that he played for was the Redskins before. I think he might be retired now.
Yeah,
So
he went back to school. I'm pretty sure.
yeah. Oh, really? Good
Yeah,
for
he's
him.
back at Stanford. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the chances of that though, like 4 local people all playing within the same area,
Yeah, that's
vicinity of each
crazy.
other. So I mean, shout out Aaron, shout out Noah if you're listening to
Shout
this.
out
Shout out Noah, yeah, shout out Nova, shout out everyone. Yeah, Redskins also had a phenomenal 2020 draft. We chose Chase Young with the number 2 overall pick, Ohio State defensive lineman. I'm super optimistic about how that pick is going to work out. And then we gave Dwayne Haskins a quick little supporting cast. We drafted 2 receivers, one from I want to say Memphis and the other one from Liberty. And then we signed Thaddeus Moss. He was a free agent. He also went to LSU, son of Randy Moss, NFL legend. So I'm super optimistic. Redskins have a very young, stellar defense. The only thing that kind of worries me is the NFC East all made solid moves. Giants, not so much, but the Eagles and Cowboys made solid moves in the draft. So I don't know. This year is going to be really interesting. It's going to be a good dynamic in the NFL. Hopefully the season starts on time in August. And yeah, definitely going to have to hit up a game. I was talking to Damon a week ago, and the Redskins are playing in Pittsburgh sometime this year. So I think him and I are going to check out that game. So yeah, I'm just super pumped for this season. You guys got anything
Did
to
you
say
see,
about football?
Have you seen when the draft, like you see the thing where I forget who I'm blanking on who did it, but remember he like took his girlfriend's phone. Did you see all those things? And then like
Was that
one
from
of
this year?
them, yeah, it's like all over Twitter. It was like trending on Twitter. I'm blanking on the guy's name right now, but he was like basically he's on the phone. He got the call, and his girlfriend's like next to him, and she like takes his phone or something, and he like snatches that
Jeez.
thing, and
Say
it
yeet.
went viral, and everybody was like, oh, like whatever, they're not gonna be together for long.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
she's only with them for the like being an NFL pick, and he's like, I think it was the second pick. I don't know.
Second pick was Chase Young to the Redskins.
No,
So
then it wasn't him. Maybe.
True.
I watched, but
Yeah.
I saw. I was more interested in that type of drama.
See, what I did is I had. Do you guys know who Pat McAfee is?
I recognize that name.
He was he's a huge jokester. He has his own show, but he was a punter on the Colts back in the day, and now he works for Barstool and has his own show.
Yeah.
It's legendary though. What I did is I had it split screen. I had the NFL draft on my left side, and I had it muted, and then he was live streaming, like recapping the draft because he was watching live with all of his friends, and it was just hilarious. So I was listening to him, so I didn't I wasn't fully paying
Yeah.
attention,
Yeah.
so it may have just totally missed me. But
There was no you and Jimmy said there was gonna be like glitches or hackers or something.
Yeah, Jimmy thought
There wasn't any.
It was clean.
I noticed.
It was clean. Yeah, Jimmy thought that there was going to be some sort of hack going on, but thankfully it didn't. NFL draft skimmed through perfectly. Yeah, I'm super excited for the league to start back up. We got a UFC fight May 9th. Still going on as planned according to what I'm hearing. I think now,
Wow.
knock on wood, if it happens, my pops lets me, I think I'm going to try to go down to Virginia Tech for the fight because
legendary spot to watch the fight.
legendary fight or spot to watch the fights. Yeah, we got a little fight fan here. I've kind of
Dude,
converted you.
Yeah, he kind of did.
I've slowly converted you to be a fight fan. Yeah.
You know
she's-
what?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, I'm not trying to. You guys
No.
go ahead. You know something that I watch? You know, I don't really watch fights too much, but I saw that thing of the girl who got her face was so messed up.
Oh yeah,
I think
we
I
watched
don't know
that.
if you talked about it in one of your podcasts.
Which one?
but she had like her whole entire face was deformed. She got
Oh, you want Jay check?
yes.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I thought that was
that fight was crazy.
That fight, I watched that fight at Cole Gordon's house. We watched that at Cole's.
Oh,
because that was the co-main event.
That
was the co-main event of Romero and Adesanya.
Yeah.
We watched that at Cole's, and that was kind of. I mean, I love me some Cole Gordon. Love his basement.
Oh, because
but that light bulb, he got a big projector, and like we walk down there, and like we turn it on, and like 10 minutes after, like it like dies, and I'm like, hey Cole, like we gotta turn this back on, and he was like, oh nah, like the bulb's dead. He was like, the bulb's dead. He was like, it's gonna be on for like 5 minutes and then turn off for like 20. So literally like the whole night we just had my laptop open and we were like watching it on there, and then for like a minute it would pop up on the big screen, and then we'd quickly like, watch it.
We would try to like, remember we would try to like gauge the times. We're like, okay, we want this part to be on the big screen. So he would be like, okay, it takes like 3 minutes to
so we would like try to like
You're
prepare
trying to
everything.
calculate it all.
Yeah,
Honestly, I might if he throws down a summer party or something, I might just go to Best Buy and buy that guy a bulb for the party, and just so we can watch it. But May 9th is the next UFC card. I've talked about it on my last podcast, and I'm definitely going to cover it more in depth in my next one, the next big like sports podcast that I do. But nevertheless, stay tuned for that because that is going to be some great talk, good points to make. But now let's jump into some would you rather questions. Sorry, I thought the microphone cut out real quick. Some would you rather questions. Would you rather question number 1? Would you rather have 100% chance of winning $500,000 or a 50% chance of winning $10 million? We'll start with Olivia.
I'm going for the 100% chance. Better safe than sorry.
Safe
you
than
get
sorry.
that right away.
Okay.
Kayla's giving me a look like that's crazy.
Dude,
girl.
I don't know if I'm a big gambler.
I see
I'm
both.
100% going with the 50. 10 million? I'm going with the 50.
50-50 chance of winning $10 million?
Because I'm like, okay, my life is fine
That
right
is a lot
now.
of money.
I'm going to say what it is, or I go for the 10 mil.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I see that.
think
Super
I'm going
risky.
all in.
Now, did you guys ever watch Deal or No Deal back in the day?
Yeah, Howie Mandel. Didn't he do
Yeah. There's you got to check it out because there's a little like short clip on YouTube. It's like 3 minutes long where it's this guy. There was 2 cases left. It was the case that he had chosen at the start of the show, and then there was one case up there. And at the end they're like, do you want to flip your cases or do you want to like stick with the one you had? He stuck with the one that he had. One of them was $1, and one of them was $1 million. And his offer was like $600,000. He was like, "No, I'm gonna go with the case that I got." Long story short, he won $1 compared to $1 million.
I would never
So-
like let myself live that down. Like
No.
that would bother me forever.
Yeah, it has like millions of views on YouTube, so like
sucks.
he's never hearing the end of that.
It's probably what he's known for too. It's probably what everyone brings up when they see him. He gets reminded of it every day.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's just terribly unfortunate. I don't know. I kind of want to go with the 100% chance of 500,000 just based off how the stock market and some of my sports bets have been going lately. That I think I might be able to flip that within a couple years.
Oh,
So
okay, I didn't think about that.
I don't
10
know.
mil?
But the
Big
gambler in me,
Yeah,
the gambler in me wants that
10 mil.
50-50. I don't know, dude.
I feel like 50% chance is pretty big. If it was anything less than 50% chance, I would definitely go with 100%. But I feel like 50% chance, I'm like, okay, like God, like come on.
I know.
I see that.
50% chance.
I mean, that's why it's
Yeah.
a tough question. That's why I added it in there because it's definitely split with the answers that people are going to
I'm
give.
going with 10 mil.
All right. Would you rather? Question number 2. Would you rather climb the tallest mountain or travel to the bottom of the sea?
You know, I think marine life is really interesting.
Agreed.
I'm
Sounds like the
very-
beginning of an essay.
She's starting my AP
Marine life is incredibly
AP
interesting.
Like, I'm not kidding. The other night I was up at 3 a.m. like researching these manatees that live in like Australia. Been watching like so many dolphin documentaries.
This means
Sounds-
this won't hang out with me, but she's watching dolphin documentaries.
It sounds so pitiful, but it's so interesting. I would like to see what's at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, I mean, didn't they? I mean, I'm pretty sure we've only discovered or only searched like 90-some% of, or only like 6% of the ocean or something
Such
like
a small
that.
percent.
And it's like the things that are down there are probably like,
knows?
yeah, who knows? Like, truthfully, who knows?
Prehistoric looking.
So, Kayla, what are you gonna say
I
before I
think
give my
both
answer?
very like freak me out. I think both
Yeah.
is so scary. Like if
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the top of a mountain, like the highest mountain, I think that sounds like I would get like I don't know. I feel like that's more like clout worthy to like climb the tallest mountain.
The picture is definitely
Yeah,
clout
and
worthy.
I feel
Yeah,
like it's
the
kind of
picture.
lit. I feel
Yeah.
like I might go with the tallest mountain.
That's the thing is that I love marine life, so interesting, but it
Marine
freaks
life.
me out. The
Marine
water.
life, I love
Marine-
that. I love you just saying
Like,
marine
no,
life.
Like more
Oh,
people
I
say
should call it-
ocean, like
She's
the
like,
ocean.
no,
Like
marine.
the animals that are in there, like. But the thing is like ocean, like open water, freak me out. So
Yeah,
I think I might like have to go with the mountain. I don't
But
know.
like at the top of the mountain, like the high elevation, like that's scary.
See
yeah,
ya.
You
but
fall off.
See, I'm
drowning. I'm not really good at swimming, so.
I've like slowly built up a fear of heights, like over the last couple years.
Really?
But I think this summer I'm just gonna send it and go skydiving.
What?
I want to go skydiving so
Honestly,
badly.
I'll do it with you.
I
Let's
want to
do
go
it.
skydiving so
I wanna-
badly.
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Me
think
too.
I just think
I'm
it'd be-
scared though, but
it'd be-
I would definitely want to.
It'd be such a big fear overcoming. Like I know when I'm like
Oh,
up in the
yeah.
plane, I'm gonna be like, no, like I'm not about it.
Yeah.
But then it's like once you finally just go ahead and do it and like let go of like all that like fear and anxiety, like who knows what you could accomplish after that? Like you might just be a savage. Like you might just honestly.
Whole life turns
Savage.
around.
Yeah, like honestly, that's pretty cool. And it's also like I want to do it before I get too old because then I feel like I have more to lose. Like if I have a family, I'm not gonna be like so
True,
willing to
true.
send it out of a plane because I'm like, well, like, look who I gotta take care of.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like while I'm
more
young.
selfish. It's more
Yeah.
selfish,
So while I'm young, just absolutely send it.
I did
yeah.
that before I die. I'm definitely skydiving
Yeah.
before I die.
As far as the question is concerned, I would probably say travel to the bottom of the ocean. Shout out marine life.
Shout out marine
Shout out to
life.
Marina.
Because I just think it's some of the things you'd see is just outlandish as anything. Would you rather, question number 3, would you rather be fluent in every language or never feel sick?
Be fluent in every language.
I think
I
so
feel
too.
like if I get sick, I get sick. Deal with it.
Oh well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like I'm fluent in every language. Like, the world is my oyster.
Oh yeah.
Sheesh.
The world
yeah.
is my
What?
oyster.
Shout out
What a
Marine
line.
Life.
Shout out
What a line.
marine
Shout
life.
out marine life.
Shout out marine life.
Marine's
Shout out
getting all
world's
the love.
oyster.
Marine life's getting all the love today
Yeah.
on this Tuesday, April 28, 2020.
I can go anywhere to speak to anyone.
Oh yeah. Can hear what people are saying in other languages. You know how like there's that whole thing of like, oh, are they talking about me? Like talking
Oh,
smack
yeah.
about me right
Yeah.
now.
That's
You
what-
just know immediately.
Yeah, I've always wanted to be able to just like talk to someone else with like out like kind of like what you just said, but like the other
Yeah,
viewpoint
to
of
speak
it.
in another
Where like I could
language.
talk with someone in another language and not have to worry about
Yeah.
anyone else
Yeah.
like listening or chiming in.
Yeah. It's
So yeah, I'm gonna say fluent in every language as well, because like my body will just build up the immunities to
Yeah.
knock off the illness.
I felt sick before.
But like,
I
never feel sick. Does that mean you're not gonna die? You know what I mean? Like,
Nah, yeah.
there's a
I
lot of
wouldn't-
sicknesses that
I
like,
wouldn't say,
they
like,
take people out.
Yeah, I
so
wouldn't,
it's just, like,
I wouldn't say like extreme illnesses. I would just say the common cold, flu,
Oh,
a
yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
this, a little bit of that.
Definitely be fluent.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I think that's a unanimous decision, 3-0. Fluent language, shout out languages. All right, would you rather? Question number 4 and the final question. Would you rather have all traffic lights that you approach be green or never wait in line for anything?
Oh.
never wait in line for anything. But also, I swear every single time I'm late to something, I hit every single red light.
Same.
Like it pisses me off so much. Like I'm like every time I'm like running late to practice, I hit every single red light. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like it really does piss me off. But I hate lines.
And there's so many stoplights in Ashburn. I mean, like Nova in general, like everywhere, but like I feel like around here, there'll be a stoplight, and then like 50 yards down the road, there'll be another
Yeah.
one that's just so pointless. Like no one is coming in or out that apartment complex that it's there at. Like, you know what I mean? Like they could just wait at a stop sign and
Yeah.
just wait for us. So you don't need to throw up a whole light there, for instance.
And I think I also push it too. You know when you put your things in the GPS and it's like 12-minute drive and you're like, that, like I'm about to get there in like 10 minutes. Like
Yeah.
but then the lights, they mess you up. It's terrible. I
Yeah.
hate, the worst feeling in the world is seeing that time go up. When you
Uh-huh.
estimated that your ETA,
Yeah.
I go up, it's like the worst.
You want to hear a weird story? I used to did you guys take Behind the Wheel with Edgar?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are sus.
You didn't?
Sus!
That's so sus.
That's just a good decision.
That is a good
That is
decision.
so sus.
He took us to bagel shop and bought us bagels.
Exactly.
That was the
sus.
thing, is that
Sus,
everyone
that's
thinks
sus.
it's
That's not sus.
Dude, Edgar, I'm sorry. Shout out Edgar. Not really, but that's sus.
Okay.
I think
So
you're saying that
we got an
because you're a little bit-
anti-Edgar over here.
I think you're saying that because you're upset that you didn't have him.
Who
I
did you
kind
do?
of am. I kind of am.
'Cause
salty.
he was
my
the-
parents,
he had the
my
hug
parents
out.
didn't
He was
allow
the
me
man.
because they knew that like he was
He
a little
hands
more
out
lenient.
certificates
He was
like
more
it's
lenient,
candy
yeah,
on
that's-
Oh
Halloween.
yeah.
That's-
Dude, my
He
mom
just
made
be
me the whole
tossing them
stuff.
out. He
He
dish
would
it out
just-
like an assist.
dishing them out.
Dish
Dude,
it
I'm
out.
telling you, you probably go with Edgar because really Charles should not have her
No,
license.
no, she shouldn't.
She should not
She
have her
shouldn't.
license.
She shouldn't.
At
No,
all.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, I swear, me and Katie
She
did it
really
together,
shouldn't.
and I was fearing for my life in the back of this car with like some other random girl who was like in that session, I guess.
Yeah.
And Edgar's just sitting there like all like calm and relaxed. I'm sitting there like my hands are like, I'm like freaking out. My hands are all clenched, and I thought I was gonna see the end of my life right there, but
Thankfully, that
I
wasn't
guess
the case.
those are the kind of people that just go to Edgar.
Yeah, I mean, like it
That's
was.
what you gotta
It was
expect.
literally like
No.
3 days, back to back to back, and I literally probably drove a total of like a quarter of a mile.
Like I
it
did
was
the
like
whole
nothing.
thing. I did the whole thing. I did all the hours.
Oh.
I did everything. Like I really did. I was out there. It was so boring. It was the worst. But like
Did you do it through the school?
You did? Oh, wow.
I did it with
Jeez, got a third party.
Yeah, we did get a third party. We did it with like
I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought it was just
a
Edgar
close,
at the
we
school.
did it a close family friend. He had his own thing, so my parents were like, you better go to him, like,
Well, I
because
guess
he's
that
like,
makes sense.
he was like really close to our family, so it was like kind of like personal. So then I was like, fine, I'll go to him, but then obviously like he took it very seriously, and he was like, all right, we're on the road, like this amount of time, like, always, blah blah. But I got my license. Funny story, actually. I was just telling my dad this the other day. Cause you know, like when you get older and you just can start telling your parents like things that like you probably shouldn't have told them.
Yeah,
like, when
I'm
you
finally
were
getting around that age. Right
yeah,
now.
yeah. So I was like, I think the next day after I got my license, like I was driving. I was like, this is so weird. Like I'm driving by myself, like in this car. Like no one else is here. So then I was coming out. I went to work. I had like work. Worked in a swim school, so I taught kids how to swim. But it was at like 5 a.m. So I remember it was like a Saturday morning. It was like 5 a.m. until it stopped. You know when you're coming out of that, you know when you're coming out of Junction Plaza, right? You have to go
Wait, by
around.
Zynga?
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to go around
It's a
the
one-way.
median.
Yeah.
I started driving on the wrong side of the road.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I started driving on the wrong side of the it was 5 a.m. so no one's on the road, so like I wasn't even thinking, I was just driving on the wrong side of the road. And these like workers were like they were like
weighing you down?
They were like, hey, and I was like, what? And I think I remember I see a car like coming at me, like all the way down the road, and I was like, I started freaking out. I like just got my license yesterday. I was like, this is terrible. I started like panicking.
She got so confident.
I put my car, big old Mountaineer, put that in reverse. I start zooming in reverse down the
Sheesh.
road. I like take a quick turn and like get back on the other side of the
I
road.
can imagine that's
But like
so
I was
wow.
like my dad. I was like my parents are never gonna find out about this. They would freak out. But now I
They
told
still
them
don't know
the
about
other
it?
day. No, I told him the other day.
Okay.
And he was like, that's so funny.
Getting that off the chest.
Yeah. He was like, it probably happens, but because I think Julian's starting to drive now. So they're
The young buck's behind the wheel.
the young buck.
The young
That's
bucks.
scary.
Yeah, some people I see that are just like so young that are like starting to get their license. I'm like, nah, I
Crazy.
don't know
Yeah.
if that's a good idea.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I
Don't
know.
go to Edgar. Don't go to Edgar. Go to somewhere else
That's
where
so
we actually
sus.
need.
Edgar sucks.
But anyway, like what the story that I was gonna tell is like I was just so nervous to drive on the road.
Yeah.
Like once I finally got my license, like once I actually was able to like go ahead and like do everything on my own, I was just
like the
really,
highway or like
just everywhere. Like
everywhere?
I was pretty hesitant. Like I was just like kind of worried. I was like always just anxious doing it. But especially because like this question's like relevant to it. Especially when I approach lights. Like when a light was green and I was far away, I'd be like, please don't turn yellow. Because then if
Yeah.
it turns yellow, I have to make a decision whether to
I
go
still
through it
get,
or
like,
stop.
Very nervous about that. I swear, the first year that I had my license, I don't think I drove outside like a 5-mile radius of my house.
Yeah, same.
I hated to drive. I was so nervous.
I was real nervous, Nancy. I
I was nervous Nancy behind the wheel. I was up and down Ashburn. That's it. Like there was no question of me going.
It was like,
anywhere else.
hell, I drove all the way to DC.
I
bro.
did. Olivia would make me drive everywhere because she never drove anywhere. So she would be like, "All right, like you're driving me, right?" I'm like, "I guess."
It was like
so-
a thing. Like people knew. Like you want to go somewhere in Sterling. Like you will be the one driving.
Yeah.
You know what used to be a thing that I don't think is like a thing anymore? I mean, at least like I don't believe so. Is like going on drives. Just like
Yeah.
like I might go on a drive like by myself, but like I remember back in the day it would be like, hey, you want to go on a drive, and then you pick them up, and it's like, all right, should we hit up, boom, 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 and like pick them up and go on a drive? Like
When you're fresh and crisp with your license, you feel like you're on top of the world, and that's like just the most exciting thing. That
Dude.
freedom is so unknown.
Dude, shout out Sarah Dunn. Shout out ASI. We
Yes.
used to go on rides in the Jetta. I don't know if she still drives the
She
Jetta.
does.
But I remember
She does.
like it used to be like 3 or 4 of us, and we would just pack into the car. And like the most distinct memory that I have is the stereo system in the Jetta booms like you're at a concert.
Really?
You might as well be at the concert. That thing, I swear, I
Wow.
still suffer from hearing loss because of those trips. But yeah, I mean, shout out
Shout out
beginning
Sarah.
to drive. Yeah, shout out Sarah too. But yeah, should we jump into the conclusion now? Because I think
Sure.
we covered all the would you rather questions, and we've been rolling for almost 45 minutes, which I usually like to keep the episodes around like a little less than an hour,
Yeah.
because I think it's just like, I don't know, anything over an hour, it's like you really
No,
got to
it's
dedicate time
Mm-hmm.
to listen to it. But yeah, now we're about to jump into the conclusion, and I started them back up last week, so I'm going to do it again this week. Quote of the day. Quote of the day for today is, the happiest people don't have the best of everything, they make the best of everything. And that is an anonymous quote. I couldn't find who said that.
Shout out Anonymous.
Shout out anonymous quotes. But yeah, guys, just remember to encounter each situation with positivity And always be reverent to your peers because it's contagious. That type of attitude is contagious. Reverent, I thought that was a big word. I don't know.
That is.
I looked up synonym for like respect, and like reverent came up, and I was like, I think I've heard that word. I thought I was gonna butcher it when I was saying it.
Sounds good.
But yeah, guys, the happiest people don't always have the best of everything. They choose to make the best of everything. So yeah, just always be optimistic when you start your day that the day is gonna go through the way that you planned, and that everything's gonna go according to plan, I guess.
All
I don't
about
know.
perspective.
Yeah, and another quick pointer. The website is coming soon. As we talked about Sam Lawson in the show, I was FaceTiming him the other day, and he said he's going to help me out with it because he's pretty experienced with some WordPress stuff. So hopefully we'll have my website running up and going by mid-May. Hopefully it's going to take some time. But that's all I got to say. Please follow Kayla on Instagram at Kayla Copeland. Please follow Olivia on Instagram at Olivia Pycha. Simply just their names. And it will be in the description below, top of the description, so you don't got to go far for it.
Real quick, my dad was asking about this. Like, when you first got your Instagram, you just made it your name. Like, isn't it kind of wild that you got Olivia Pycha and then I got Kayla Copeland? What is yours?
Mine's M_Mar23 because I didn't even look for Michael Mar. Because I had a Snapchat before Instagram, and I remember I made my Snapchat name M_Mar23, so I was like, I'm just gonna keep the same Instagram.
Like,
name.
I wonder if I were to get Instagram, like, if I were to get Instagram, like, recently, like, I feel like Kayla Copeland would definitely be
Well, yeah,
taken.
you have a more common last name. My last name, or
Yeah,
like
true.
mine, like no one's stealing that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I feel like every
you know.
good Instagram name is taken. It's been around for like
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
years, and there's like
That's what I'm
there's like more
Someone must
users
say, yeah,
than there
it's
are
hard.
people. There's like 1 billion users in the U.S. and there's only like 350 million people. So I mean,
Wild.
quite crazy. But yeah, guys, that's all we have for today's episode. I had a great time with my two wonderful friends. Shout out JMU. Shout out Virginia Tech. Shout out
Hokies,
Radford.
baby.
Shout out Highlanders. I always feel weird saying that, yo. Highlanders is such a weird thing. What is a Highlander? I don't even know.
Highlanders.
But yeah, today is Tuesday, April 28, 2020. This was season 2, episode 2, April 12th. Please follow my social medias, and if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe because we need subscribers. I don't have many. So yeah, guys, that's all I gotta say. I'm Michael Marr, the host of the Michael Marr Show, as you'd expect. Today was Tuesday, April 28, 2020. We're approaching 4 p.m. Eastern time. That's all I gotta say, though. Any final words or shout-outs?
Shout out everybody, honestly.
Shout out
Shout
my
out
mom.
We shout out. Oh,
She's
that's
a huge
nice.
fan of the podcast.
Shout out Mrs.
and
Pycha.
She's very excited
Shout
for
out
me to be
Mrs.
on
Pycha.
this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Miss Pycha. Shout out everyone. Shout out you guys. That's all I gotta say, though. Stay clean, stay healthy, and stay safe, as always.
Bye.
Amazing.
And we definitely killed that.
That was good.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a little weak high five.
Get it, get fly. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I don't get tired. I don't get